All right. Awesome. Good evening and welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name's Jan. I'll be hosting the majority of the event tonight, but we're so excited. We've got two amazing girls that are launching their business tonight. So we'll get to hear from them at about the halfway mark. But we get on a few times during the week because we found an amazing product, program and opportunity that we just like to share. We've had amazing results ourselves and we just don't want to be greedy. We want to share that amazing gift with other people. So for me, I found this a great opportunity, program and product 2 years ago now. It's gone super quick. I had to really think about it then. But I was working full-time, as a lot of people normally are, whether it's at home being a stay-at-home mum or doing a job, but I was working in my government job. And I had literally been with the Defence for just over 10 years, or 11 years, 11 years. And while I was on maternity leave with my second baby, I actually got a promotion. And I was when I went back to work, I went from the Defence to Department of Human Services on promotion, which was great, you know, more money and so forth. But I didn't get a slow return back to work. I went straight into full-time. My little baby went into full-time care along with his brother, 5 days a week. And I went into a job that should be 38 to 48 to 40 hours a week, but I had a lot of commuting. I was taking a lot of work home with me. I was on call, and it was really a stressful job. And as much as I thought I was really that healthy token wife or mum or whatever you want to call me, I was getting super run down, both physically and mentally, and something needed to change. I just didn't know what. I was actually getting to that stage where I felt like the walls were caving in on me. I was no longer being a really good mum, not being a good friend or sister or wife. I couldn't keep up with the new job and keep my house running. And most of all, I was missing my children. I was building up relationships with people that I didn't really care too much about. And I was missing out on all those beautiful moments with my children, with my little boys as they were growing. So one day this post came up and it was all about health. It was health, wellness, families, work on your own terms. And you know what? I've owned a traditional business before, so I was skeptical about the product and the program side of things because I love health. I'm super holistic and love all those sort of things. But it all sounded too good to be true. But, you know, I was just in that place where I needed something else, and it all just was my values. It was ticking a lot of my boxes. So I reached out to this girl that I'd never met before. Her name was Lauren, and asked her 100 questions, and she'll tell you everybody that I was the girl with all the questions. But she slowly did answer all those questions for me, and then asked me if I'd heard of the JBT or the Juicy Body program or Juice Plus. I had not heard of the program, but I truly love the program now. But I had heard of Juice Plus. Literally 3 or 4 months ago, I'd been researching it along with some other products for my husband. Not for me, because I thought I was eating plenty and I didn't need anything, but definitely for him, because he was the opposite. He eats a lot of meat and potato, white pasta, white rice, and I was worried about inflammation for him in the future, being that both of our dads suffer heavily from joint inflammation now. So I thought, why not? Let's get him on it. Let's get the kids on it, and how I'll give it a go too. Not that I think it's going to do me any good, to be honest. But, you know, I did. I had amazing results. He had great results. The kids had the best results of all. But, you know, I thought I might as well do the business because first I didn't know there was an opportunity to do the business when I was first researching it. And why not get it cheaper? Why not get it cheaper, possibly for free? And if I made a bit of income, cool, I'll go get my hair done, or I'll put it towards a holiday or whatever. Or we just go, you know, rock climbing or whatever, you know, fun things we like to do as a family. But, you know, within 4 months of me sharing this journey of being super teachable and a little bit driven, because I was just treating it as a hobby, I'd replaced enough of my income that I could go part-time. And that's when I really realised everything that was going on around me. I was so time poor. And to get that little bit of time back, I was so hungry for more of that. I wanted more time with my kids. I wanted more time with my family and my husband. And I could see what this business could truly be. So I spoke to my upline and said that that's it. You know, what else do I need to do to, increase my sort of pay line and how I help people? And within 10 months, I'd replaced enough of my income that I could leave. So I pulled my kids out of childcare. I've now been a stay-at-home mum since January last year, made my health a priority as well as theirs, and got to help so many other people, and not only with the product and program, but with this amazing opportunity. So what is Juice Plus? Juice Plus has literally been around for over 28 years now, so it's definitely not a new fad, something that's coming yesterday and will go out the door tomorrow. But it's been with a company that's been around for over 47 years. And it's not like a traditional supplement or multivitamin or anything out there that I've ever seen on the market. It's literally whole foods, fruits, vegetables and berries in a capsule or a whole foods shake. So our hero product is literally fruits, vegetables and berries, a variety of 27 that go into your body on a daily basis. All right, nothing synthetic, nothing artificial in there, just fruits, vegetables and berries. All right, and these guys aren't designed to replace a healthy diet in any shape or form. They are designed to bridge the gap between what you are eating and what you should be eating. All right, because we all know not every day is perfect, and as much as government states we should be having 3 to 5 serves a day, the stats say that less than 5% of adults are even able to do that. Science suggests we should be having more of a variety of along the lines of 9 to 13, and that's huge. Even for me, who loves juicing and smoothing and having that 3 to 5 meals a day with fruits and vegetables in there, I can't do that every day. Just with the normal lifestyle and life being busy, you just can't quite keep up with it. So I love this. I love that it's all food. I love that I can read the label. I don't need 3 science degrees to figure out, what apple, pineapple, peach, prune, orange, cranberry, papaya, beet, cherry, and data. That is just the fruit blend. All those beautiful produce in there have, great nutritional value for each of those produce, but putting them together, they work so much stronger in synergy than they do on their own, which is pretty cool also. I love the fact that the label has no warning label. If you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, you still can take this product. There were so many things I had to shuffle around every time I had a child because I was always in and out of the gym. I was always trying to look after my health, but there was a lot of things that a young child can't have, that I can't swallow while I'm pregnant. So that was a massive thing for me also. Obviously there's a lot of queries around, well, why wouldn't you just eat a healthy diet? And that's me. That was me. That's why I was super skeptical. I was already doing all that. But to understand the value of your fruits and vegetables now compared to what they were 40 years ago, they're so depleted. They're growing up in depleted soil. They're getting picked before their vine ripened. They're getting sprayed with various sprays, waxes and chemicals. Then we see them a week or 2 later in our supermarket. We purchase them, we peel them, we pick them, we even cook them in some with some vegetables, and we're losing all those nutrients in that process. The difference between the fruits and vegetables and berries that go into here is they are vine ripened. Our farms are 3 generations old and they only grow the produce for Juice Plus. So there's absolutely no need for sprays, waxes or chemicals because our factories are co-located, so no big journey involved. And they are vine ripe. They get to stay on the vine until they are that odd shape or they're starting to go a little bit of an odd colour. That's when we don't want to eat them. Yeah, we want to eat them when they're nice and crunchy and they're nice and vibrant, colourful and good shape, but that's not when they're full nutritional value. Their full cellular micronutrients come in that last 24 to 48 hours. And Juice Plus have really worked really hard with the farmers on this so that produce gets to stay on there until it is ready to come off, taken into our factories where they're washed and cleaned, and then in a pulping process, including the peel, the pip, even some of the stem and stalk. All that liquid is slowly removed, coincidentally the sugar, which is a good thing, and then through a cooling process, not a heating process, it gets turned into a powder form and then gets capsulated into our plant-based, vegan, vegetarian, soluble capsule. So our capsule is amazing too, and it's used in various pharmaceuticals around the world because it's quite unique. And it keeps everything in there airtight. So all those micronutrients, live enzymes, phytonutrients are still intact. So then we swallow it. And obviously with everything we eat, we all absorb nutrients differently. So it takes about 3 to 7 minutes to get into your bloodstream, get into your body and go to work. And what I mean by that is inflammation is totally different in everybody. For me, it was skin, it was energy, it was, getting my bowels working correctly and joint inflammation in my lower back. So for other people, it might show up in their skin, in psoriasis, eczema, acne. It could be kidney or liver health. Joint inflammation is massive. It comes up in all different shapes and forms for people. For a lot of females, it's menstrual cycles or menopause, and then there's diabetes, obesity, all these beautiful things that this does help. And these capsules are your micronutrients, the oil in the engine. They just get your body working correctly from the inside. We're always so busy treating all our inflammation with creams, ointments, medications and referrals when we could be treating it from the inside with holistically with whole foods. So that's our, you know, like I said, our hero product, and that's had over 36 peer-reviewed scientific studies done on it. And that's, you know, I don't know any other product that's been so strategically studied. Yes, Juice Plus help fund those studies, but to get the gold label on it that they're peer-reviewed, that's unheard of. And they're readily available for anybody to read at any time. And one of the studies that we're a part of at the moment in Australia and New Zealand is the Kids Free Eat study. Juice Plus is definitely a company with a heart because they're trying to reduce the rate of obesity and diabetes. So when any adult takes the you know, the rainbow, the fruit, vegetables and berry capsules, they get to actually sponsor a child for free for 4 years between the ages of 4 and 18. So your child can take Juice Plus. They can either have the fruit and vegetable capsule for free, or they can have it in a chew form. And it's literally the same powder that goes into the fruit and vegetable capsule, except for it's joined with an all plant-based natural tapioca. So they're super yummy, and your child is getting an extra variety of 17 fruits and vegetables into their little bodies on a daily basis. I don't know about you, but I'm a parent with one super fussy child and one that's pretty cool, cool eater, along the same lines as his mum. But the other one is like his dad. So, you know, one day he'll eat broccoli, the next day he'll hate it. One day he'll want tomato on his sandwich, the next day he'll hate it. You send them off to school or kindy with whatever you've got in their lunchbox, they'll switch half of that out with their friends. Or you'll let them have a day with grandma, and God knows what grandma's going to give them. But you know, if you've got them getting their little chews into their little bodies on a daily basis, I know for me, I'm relieved. And the study is already showing that kids are pooping better, sleeping better, cognitive behaviour. For my children, respiratory, and I guess between the mum and the child, or the dad and the child, craveability. Like attracts like, right? So it's the same if you're eating a whole lot of salty chips, sugar and fried foods, you're going to want more of that and feel quite crap. But if you put Juice Plus into your body on a daily basis, like attracts like. You start wanting less of those things. You start craving more water and more things from the crisper and from the fruit bowl, which is pretty amazing. And we see that in children. They're creating that craveability early, getting that palate and wanting the healthier things, which is pretty unique. So that's our micronutrients. Like I said, the oil in the engine. You still got to eat, all right? You still got to eat your 3 to 5 meals a day, and sometimes that can be hard because we are living such a busy lifestyle. But we do have these complete whole food nutritional drinks, all right? Not designed to be a meal replacement, but they've got over 30 plant-based ingredients in there, all right? So it covers your good fats, your complex carbohydrates, your fibre, iron, vitamin B, complex vitamin B niacin, vitamin D from palm, mushroom and pomegranate. Then it's got other beautiful things in there like broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, quinoa, millet, natural sugar from stevia and sugar cane, equivalent to a banana. So it makes any green smoothie taste super yum. Great for mums that have been living off coffee and toast forever. They can now replace it with one of these. Great for pre and post workout. Great for 3 p.m. sugar fix for the kids after school. They think it's a yummy chocolate milkshake, but it's healthy. Add the right things, and it can also help with weight gain and weight loss. So they're a really awesome thing to have. Great to have in your bag just as a backup when you know you've got a long day at work or you're stuck in commute, because when you get bored you want to eat. So these are great to have as well. And then the Juice Plus just felt there was just one more gap that they really felt needed to be bridged in people's diets. So they went about creating something that we can't generate in ourselves, and look, either can the fish. So they went and created an all plant-based omega-3. It's a really cool tablet in that they've skipped the fish, they've gone straight to the algae along with raspberry, tomato, sea buckthorn, safflower, and tomato seed oil. I think I might have said that twice. But anyway, it's a beautiful tablet. It's safe for the vegans, the vegetarians, for the whole family to take, which is, again, joint inflammation, heart, brain, eyes, all those beautiful things covered in a convenient capsule to add to your daily, you know, diet of what you're actually consuming and eating. So we've only had that since late last year, and we're already seeing massive results with that. And that's literally it. That is our products, okay? We don't have some crazy big catalogue to get you really confused, just the 4 products, and one of them's for the kids, or for the kids at heart, I should say. But we're a part of an amazing team between Australia and New Zealand that come from all shapes of life, whether we're contractors, gardeners, teachers, nutritionists, paediatricians, doctors, nurses. We all add some value to our amazing team and in helping people. But a group of ours got together along with the amazing Kira Westwick. Kira is a nutritionist, a mother of 2, and she was actually runner-up on MasterChef 2014. So she's an absolute foodie. And they've gone about creating what we call the Juicy Body Transformation. All right, it's all online. You get to be a part of it for free for life once you take Juice Plus just once. All right, it's not a diet. It is a lifestyle program for the whole family to utilize. It's no calorie counting, deprivation free, all those foods that you normally want and crave, but the healthy version of it, whole foods, and understanding about how to get that rainbow effect on your plate, setting you up for life, giving you results, but setting you up for life. No yo-yo diet. And it's just, teaching you how to do things right, how to plan, because if you're not planning, you're not setting yourself up for success. So I keep looking down because I do have a couple printed in front of me, but it is all online. When I first started, there was 1 ebook, and now there's 7. All right, there's a gourmet cleanse, there's a detox, there's a bloke's barbecue ebook, there's a kids ebook. There's all these beautiful things, and it's constantly having more and more value added to it, and you get access to that for life. We love that program. We're seeing massive results with the program, and Juice Plus being its nutritional support, and we're always excited to share it. And that's where we're going to go to now. So a couple of the girls are actually going to share some of the results they've had with Juice Plus. I'm going to grab Carla. Carla's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, what results she's had so far, and why she loves sharing it.
Hi, thanks, Jana. So I found Juice Plus through one of my friends who was sharing her journey on Facebook, and I've been watching her journey for about 12 months, and one day I was just exhausted. I'd had enough. I had a 3-year-old, a 3-month-old, and my husband was deployed, and I was just exhausted from midnight feeds to having a 3-year-old to run around and all of that stuff, doing it all by myself. So I just contacted her and went, I want what you're having. Why have you got all this energy? You work full time. You've got a baba. You've got it all. I need it. And we were on the products. So we went the capsules and the shakes, and I put my 3-year-old on the chews just because we know 3-year-olds don't really eat. They're so fussy that, I thought we needed something to bridge that gap. So I put her on it as well. Within 2 weeks of starting the products, I felt amazing. I had energy. I wasn't falling asleep at 6:30 a.m. I was able to get up for that feed, not feeling like I was exhausted, and feeling better about myself. I started to eat better. I started to lose baby weight because I was eating better. I had energy to go walking and exercising. But I think the most amazing thing for us, and the most unexpected results for us, was my 3-year-old had had chronic constipation since the day she was born, and she was on 2 adult laxatives a day, so morning and night, to get her to use her bowels. And toilet training was absolutely a nightmare with her because of the pain that she was in, and she'd scream, and it was horrible. And about a month into her being on the chews, I had 1 week forgotten to totally give her laxatives, but she was using her bowels. And 12 months on, she is fully toilet trained, a fully toilet trained 4-year-old, uses her bowels like a normal child, and the doctor is just amazed how well this product, because that's the only thing that was changed within her diet. Now she eats fruit, veggies, everything. She'll ask for a pear instead of, anything else. So that's our journey, and I love it, and I think it is amazing, and that's why we'll stay on Juice Plus.
Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing, Carly. You're amazing. Who doesn't want their kids pooping correctly? So now I'm just going to grab Charlotte. Charlotte's jumping on all the way from New Zealand. So she's going to share how the product came into her life, what results she's had so far, and why she loves sharing it.
Oh, hi, everyone. Juice Plus came into my life because I was connecting with another twin mum who's on here tonight, Stacey. I'd been watching her journey and how she was gaining back her energy and how she was feeling better. And I have been looking for something like that for a while. And she posted about a shred, and I commented. Just so happens that I connected with the business too. Since starting the products, I have had clearer skin, I've had brighter eyes, better sleep. My menstrual cramps, which I never had much of, have almost disappeared entirely. I have no more restless leg syndrome. My kids are on the chews, and they love it. It's been quite a good behavior reinforcer, as well as it's been a good way for me to kind of, I've noticed they're settling better, and they're more interested in eating a wider variety of foods. And I thought they already ate really, really well. So I'm pretty stoked with that. I love sharing it because I feel really good. I feel amazing. And I'm hoping that I can share that with other people and use it as a vehicle to kind of share that wellness that I had before I had my kids, and kind of keep moving forward and use it as a way to kind of continue on for the rest of my life. So really, really love the product, that's for sure.
Awesome. And you got it spot on there, Stace. You know, wellness is a lifestyle, is a journey. It's not just a short fix. It's something that you need to set up for life. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. So that's and they're both mamas tonight. So there you go, which is great. But we're not all mamas, you know. For my dad, it was gout. You know, that went, which was not something that we never even considered. And he's always been in and out of big trucks in the mines all his life. So he's got inflammation from his little toe all the way up to the top of his head. But not so much now. He's able to move a lot better and be more of a granddad around his kids, which is awesome also. But you just don't know until you get it into your body what it can be for you. So now I'm just going to squash just a couple of the myths that do come up when someone looks at these sort of opportunities. Before we hear from the amazing two girls that are launching tonight. And I know for me, when I started this business, I had a couple of my beautiful friends and family, just because they love me, reach out to me and say, oh, Jana, what are you doing? It's one of those structures, one of those schemes. Be careful, you're going to be doing all the work for somebody else. But you know what? That's what I was doing. I'd been in the defence or in my government job for 12 years when I left. And really, that's what I've been doing for them all my life. And in every job I've done from back when I was a kid and I was working in McDonald's, I was always working for a boss. I was always working towards that higher level at the top. And what I mean by that is, think about Safeway, Coles, IGA, the big supermarkets. They've all got their CEO. There's one of those, right? And they then delegate down to their board of directors, state managers, area managers, section managers, and so forth within their organisation. And then who do we see? We see the beautiful people down here, the ones that are stocking the showers, putting through our shopping, etc. For me, when I switched over from one government agency to another government agency, I came into this middle section, right? And there was people here, you know, in these other areas that wanted my job. So when I came in, they hated me. They didn't want to show me where the bathroom was or where the kitchen was. They hated that I was now their boss, that I got to walk in and take the job that they wanted. Sure, the money was great in those middle section roles, but the hours were huge. There was no home-life balance. And for these guys, you know, in normal business, considering the supermarkets, you know, some of them are happy staying there. They're not career-driven. They're just happy having a job that they can come in, do. They don't really have to use much of their minds or whatever for. They're just happy there. They get to have a bit of socialisation and they get a bit of money for it. But for some people that are career-driven and they want more out of life, they've got to be that shining light. They've got to upskill themselves. They need to apply and go after these positions. They need to elbow and kick to make sure that they stand out in front of everybody else. And sometimes it's not even what you know, it's who you know, which is a little bit sad. And you're seeing less of these in our supermarkets too, right? So their jobs aren't even, you know, guaranteed anymore because they're getting replaced by electronic tellers and people, you know, doing their shopping online. More and more things are now starting to happen online or through social media and networking and things like that. And these guys are being told they need to look at another supermarket, look at another job, or upskill themselves for some of these middle range jobs, or do our shopping for us, or deliver it. If any of these guys were career driven and they were really after this position, the chances of them ever being CEO are slim to none. All right, this position normally comes from somewhere external. And they've been that job, they've already been a CEO of a smaller business prior to that, and they've got that education to back them. Otherwise, you need to be in some of these companies for 40 odd years to know its insides and outsides and learn everything. And by then, you want to be considering about retiring, yeah? And that's literally what we do, don't we? We work 40 years for 40 hours a week to retire with 40% of our wage. And for some people, that's not even the case at all. I love what we do because it's literally that, but on its head. All right, our top position is NMD, National Marketing Director. Here in Australia, we pay a one-off yearly fee of $165 to have this business. For me, that just blows my mind, because when I had my traditional business, my restaurant, I spent $40,000 to buy it. And then I had weekly, monthly, and yearly costs to keep that running. All right, you know, you're always paying for staff and insurance and more food and everything to keep coming in and to keep business clicking over. I pay $165 a year this business just to share and talk to people on events like this and see what I can do, if I can add value to their health or their lifestyle in some way. The difference in this one also is we come in as what we call a virtual franchisee. We do have various promotion levels, but you know what? Even this guy down here, or girl, who's been watching my journey for a while, that wants to create more of that lifestyle, wants more of that time freedom, wants, you know, to get their life back, work more around their life instead of their life working around their business. If they want to come up here, they don't get to jump straight up to the equivalent, which is NMD, or even the middle section range like I did, switching from job to job. We all start as a virtual franchisee, whether we're a nutritionist, a doctor, a nurse. You know, we all start as a virtual franchisee. It doesn't matter where you are in life. This can be done by anybody, but it's not for everybody either. So we start here, someone sponsors us, someone links arms with us and nurtures us and looks after us as much as they're going to let us, I guess. And what we do is, because it's not a sign-up club, we get no bonuses for signing up people. It's not what it's about. It's about helping them create success. So you help them get to each of these positions, and by doing so, your business grows too. Don't help people when they join the business, you won't grow yourself. And everybody that comes into this business gets the opportunity to grow their business all the way to that top position, because there's not one person sitting pretty in our organisation. And when you do get up here, there's no set dollar amount. You can keep growing your business as wide and as big as you like. At your pace as well. There is absolutely no pressure on how fast or how slow you go. Literally, a lot of people can come into this business and it can be a 4 to 5 year plan. For some people, they can smash out something in 12 months and it just blow your mind. For other people, they can just do it over 8 or 9 years, but instead of the 40 years for 40 hours, retiring with 40%. The other thing that I really loved, the thing that I was actually worried about was because I'd come from the defence and I had a clearance, you know, a security clearance. So I hadn't been able to use social media. And I didn't want to either because I had a young family and I didn't feel comfortable having my children on there anyway. But I didn't think I knew enough people. All right, so how was I going to have time to do this business while I was working full-time with 2 children and I'm not knowing enough people? But Lauren, the girl that introduced me to the business, I found her on social media. She spent a little bit of time with me, showed me how to share it with my friends and family, co-workers, sporting buddies, other mums. And I found some beautiful people that wanted to do the program and product with me. They believe, you know, they trusted enough to know that if I believed in it, that they were going to jump on and do it with me, which was wonderful. But what I also found was a few beautiful people that wanted something more. All right. Lindsay was my best friend and we call her FOMO because whatever I did, she sort of got a bit of FOMO for, you know, fear of missing out. She wanted to bridge the gap in her family's diet, even though they ate well, but she could see the value in it. But then she realized she could get some of her money back. So she jumped on board. Then there was Catherine, had amazing results. And at the 2-month mark, she did a post about her results and it went viral. And I said, oh, she wanted me to respond to them all. I said, I can, but you're struggling to pay for your products. You're struggling to buy nappies. How about you have a go at this business? I teach you and you get your product for free and maybe make some money out of it. And that's what she did. And Steph was from my mother's group. And you know what? She had amazing results on the program and product. She was the absolute love bug. Couldn't believe we hadn't heard about it sooner. I wanted to share it with more people. I showed these girls exactly what Lauren had showed me. Share it with a few friends and family, some other mums, some other guys from the workshop, some kids from school, some students, you know, at uni or whatever. And the same thing happened to them. They found their customers, but they found a few people that wanted something more out of life. They wanted to say more, yes to more. They wanted to travel. They wanted to pay off their credit card. They wanted to pay off their mortgage sooner while looking after their house. Makes sense. And they just did the same thing. They showed these girls exactly what they'd done. And, you know, Michelle came on and Adam came on. And then we've got, you know, our beautiful New Zealand girls that have come on as well. And Kate and Jo that have come on tonight. And who did Lauren know at the start? Heck, she didn't even know me. But since then, she's got to meet me, Stephanie, Catherine, Michelle. She'll meet Jo. She'll meet Kate as well. All because we just said what if and decided we're going to share this amazing journey with a few people. So that's those squashed. Let's hear from our amazing girls who are going to launch tonight, and it's just going to be whoever is closest, and it's going to be you, Kate. So how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results have you had so far? And, why did the business make sense to you?
Hi guys, I just want to do a big shout out to everyone that's come and supported me today. I really appreciate it. Juice Plus came into my life probably initially about 6 months ago. I actually reached out to Jana. I'd noticed that she'd made a major change in her life, both from a health perspective and from a financial perspective. And I just got in contact with her to find out what she was doing. And at that point, she told me about the program and the product and the opportunity that was available. And at that time, I was wanting to shift a bit of baby weight and get back my exercise mojo back, bits and pieces. I wasn't in a position to pursue it, so I actually went away for 6 months and did my own health and fitness journey, lost a bit of weight, and then decided to reach out to Jana a couple of months ago because I got to the point where I felt like something was missing. I've lost weight. My body just wasn't firing like it should be. I knew that for Marcus and I, he was starting a new job in the fireys, and he was going to be away for 4 days at a time, and I was going to be running solo with the kids. My anxiety was a little bit through the roof and getting the better of me. So I reached out to Jana and just said, okay, I need to do something. I went to the doctors, I got some tests, I checked that everything was firing the way it should be, everything was good. So I thought, why not? This is a fully plant-based product. It's good for the whole family. The program is family friendly. So I thought, why not jump on board and try it? So I'm on the complete package, which is the fruits, berries and vegetables. And I decided to get the girls onto the chews as well, and they're doing that for free because they're part of the children's health study, which is great. And we've also got some of the complete powder as well, which Marcus will start using for his really early mornings when he's having to get out to the academy. So since starting the product, I've been on it for it'd be probably 3 weeks now, and I was super skeptical. I wasn't expecting anything. I just thought I'll jump on board and see what happens. Since then, I've noticed that my skin has cleared up. I'm not stressing about wearing makeup. I'm actually not wearing makeup tonight, which is quite exciting. I'm sleeping better. I thought I slept well, but I'm actually just dying once I hit that pillow. And I'm also finding that my moods during the day and my energy levels during the day are just more sustainable. I'm not hitting that sort of 6 to 9 o'clock time where I'm absolutely dying on the couch. I'm able to sort of push through and get the girls to bed and actually have some time with Marcus, which is nice. The sugar cravings have also really decreased. And since starting, my whole perspective, I thought it was all about weight loss, but for me it's just been a mind shift, and I'm just enjoying all the added benefits with that. The girls are loving the chews, they're eating better, they're sleeping better, and the family's just getting along better in general. And I guess I just decided to jump on board because I wanted to share this journey with everyone. I'm excited about it. I want to share it with everyone. And I guess there's an added bonus if I can make a little bit of play money along the way and help with our position with Marcus going into recruits, then that'd be great too. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens.
Well done. Amazing. Well done. First one's always a little bit nerve-wracking. So excited for you, Kate. You know, I've known Marcus most of my life, and to be doing this with you and Marcus is really exciting. So well done, and I can't wait to see what this, what you create and what this will end up being for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And now I'm going to grab Jo. So Jo, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results are you looking forward to? And why did the business make sense to you?
Hi everyone. Well, Juice Plus came into my life through a friend of mine, Charlotte. She's a mum of twins and she's been looking for a way to sort of get healthier and fitter. And she turned it into a business and now she gets to come home and be with her kids, so it's great. She got me in a really good crossroads. I was hating my job. I didn't know what I wanted to do, was looking for something else, and Juice Plus really resonates with me. I've been on the JBT program now for 2 weeks, feeling fantastic. I haven't started with the product yet, still waiting for it to arrive, but I've already lost 2.5 kilos. I'm feeling super motivated, which is awesome. But even with eating healthy, you know, I'm still eating, you know, 2 to 3 pieces of fruit and maybe 5 or 6 vegetables. So having the product, I reckon it's just going to make all the difference. The business makes sense to me because I'd really love to work for myself. We've got a beautiful property here and I would so much rather spend time working on the property and spending time with the animals and the dogs and the sheep and Malcolm the cow. I want to go back to university next year. We're talking about kids, we're building a house, so everything's happening and I really want to have an income that I can actually fit around my life. It's been so great reconnecting with friends as well. And yeah, I'm meeting some really amazing ladies in this program already. So yeah, thanks, Jana.
No, thank you. Well done, Rockstar. Amazing. I'm so excited for you to get your product. We'll fix that up tomorrow and see what's going on there. But I'm so excited for your journey. And I know you're right. You do get a little bit isolated out on the farm. But yep, this is such a community business. You're going to be so supported. You're going to meet so many people. And the whole reconnection thing, that's pretty amazing also. So well done, and I can't wait to see what this, you know, ends up being for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Beautiful. All right, so that's pretty exciting. So honestly, like I said, people come into this for all different reasons. It doesn't necessarily have to be a vehicle for you to leave the job. It definitely wasn't when I first considered it. You know, it could be some travel money, so you get to travel more. It could be just because you fall in love with the product and program and you just want to get it cheaper and share it with a few people. You know, it's just amazing on what you can decide it's going to be for you. All right, now I'm going to talk about a little bit about the fun money, a part of the business, and there's going to be just a couple more shares from a couple of amazing chicks of what they've done with the business. We're really lucky we can share this amazing product, program and opportunity in over 29 countries. So lots of avenues for you to make friends and travel, which is great. And but here in Australia and New Zealand, we've got the same business plan. So which is cool because the business plans do change a little bit around the other countries, but I think ours is the best. So we get paid 3 ways. We get paid in retail profit, we get paid in commission. This builds up what we call our residual income or our beach money. So that builds up slowly in the background month by month, and that builds up, you know, your constant monthly paycheck. But what we like to talk about and go through is the bonuses. We have these bonuses as an incentive to help you grow strong and wide at the beginning so you can understand what sort of money's on the table later on. If you miss any of these, it's not a big deal because there is time frames and different things with them, but they're there as an incentive to help you grow. But there's no pressure on you from anybody, whether you hit them or you don't hit them. It's your journey. You know, you can, if all our journeys were the same and we hit them all, it'd be a very boring event for you to jump onto, that's for sure. Like I said before, we all come in as a virtual franchise. We help you get to DVF in your first 10 to 30 days. But the first big bonus that's on the table is a $400 bonus. All right, that's for senior direct virtual franchise. Take no notice of these crazy names, okay? They mean nothing. It means you've probably introduced the business to 1 or 2 people, all right? But someone's helped you get that bonus. Someone's helped you and guided you to get there, and we're a teach-to-teach business. So the teacher also gets a $400 bonus, which is pretty cool. All right, the next one is sales coordinator, and that's a $600 bonus for you and a $600 bonus for your teacher. Probably means you've shared the business with maybe sort of 5 to 8 people, and you might have another 2 underneath them. All right, and you're starting to really attract the same, you know, people that are interested in their health and, you know, creating that lifestyle change. And next one is senior sales coordinator. You probably introduce the business to 10 to 16 odd people then, and you've probably got about 30 underneath you. And that's a $1,200 bonus for you and a $1,200 bonus for your teacher. All right, remember, I'm only talking about the bonuses. Remember, you know, these top ones here, they're if you hit them. If you don't hit them, not a big deal. But if you're bringing on team and creating this culture and helping people, you know, create that freedom lifestyle, you've got the opportunity to pick up these teacher bonuses, which is really cool. So now I'm just going to find a couple of girls that are going to share what they've created with this opportunity. So, Stacey, you're first up. How did Juice Plus come into your life? What exciting things have happened to you so far? And what are you looking forward to in the future?
Hi everyone. I was clapping because it's like 11 o'clock here at night in New Zealand, so I was like, yay, me first. So basically, Juice Plus came into my life last April. I saw an advert and I jumped on board and I chatted to the lady and I did some research and all that sort of stuff, but I got really fearful that I couldn't do it. I had so many bullshit excuses in my head, excuse my French, that I didn't have time, I couldn't do it, you know, I can't do online sales, etc., etc. So I fobbed it off. And then in October last year, my fellow antenatal mum had been doing this for a bit, and I was watching her, and I got serious FOMO, fear of missing out. So, of course, I just pushed all that bullshit aside and jumped on board, and it's been an amazing adventure ever since. I'm so glad I did it. So what I love about it is the community of females and males, of course, that we have. The learning and the sharing of the products and the program for other mums and other people, because I'm a twin mum, and this product has been absolutely amazing for me. If I knew about it in the first 8 months, I wouldn't have been struggle street for the whole 8 months. It wouldn't have been one day at a time. I would have been able to get through every single day without a hassle, without being absolutely tired at the end of the day. So why I thought the business was great was because it was really simple. Pretty much it was really simple. You share your product, you share your experience and the stuff you love, and people respond. And it's true, it does, and that's how it works. I love it because I can work around the kids. I do 2 hours when they're asleep, and I do an hour or so at night, or a late night like tonight, helping out new teamies. So yeah, I love sharing it. I love to help other mums and other people see that there is a better way of earning income, and it is pretty simple. It is, you know, a 5-year plan, not a 40-year plan, and it is a timeless product. So I totally don't see any other way of earning money now. It's like, I love it. But yeah, that's me.
Amazing. And look, I've loved watching your journey. You saw the vision very quickly when you started, which was great, and you just stayed consistent. And now just look at you. You are absolutely booming, and I can't keep up with you. So I'm loving watching your journey, and big things to come from this girl in the future, I promise. So thank you so much for sharing, Stacey. And now I'm going to grab Candice. And Candice, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What exciting things have happened so far, and what are you looking forward to in the future?
Thanks, Jana, for allowing me to share. I got into this business about 15 months ago, and at that point I was a stay-at-home mum for about 4.5 years, with a now 6-year-old and 4-year-old. Don't get me wrong, my life was very blessed. I had a healthy family, and we had a beautiful home, and you know, there was always food on the table, but there was only one income. So we struggled a lot, and it was a huge emotional toll for me and my husband. And the big thing is, because of the only one income, we started to see less and less of my husband, and the kids just started to see less and less of their dads, which got me to the point where I really needed to start to look for something to support him. I, at the time, was suffering quite a lot from postnatal depression and anxiety. So the thought of even leaving my kids with anybody in any care just made me go even more crazy. So yeah, I came across a post on Facebook which advertised this position for this job, and I just pretty much jumped straight in. I just got this feeling in my heart and my soul that this is what I was meant to do, which was really cool and was really exciting. The product just aligned with who I was, and I never had even contemplated working from home before, but the thought of me just staying with my kids and taking them to school and kinder when I wanted to and working around them and having an amazing choice of income that just wasn't capped at anything, like it could just continue to grow. And for my lifelong goal of helping to pay our mortgage off a lot quicker, it was just really a no-brainer for me, which was really super exciting. The one thing that I got really attracted to as well was the community of women that I was just surrounded by. I've never experienced anything like it before, so that just grew me in and took me in so much. And there's just been support from day one from everywhere, which has just been amazing. For me, in terms of wanting to share it, it's just, as a stay-at-home mum, I got really lost, and this has just brought me back, which is really, really awesome. And if I can change that in just one mum, I've just passed the gift on, which is super awesome. So thanks for letting me share, Jana.
No, thank you for sharing. It's always great to hear all these different stories and why they're doing it and so forth. And I just want to make it clear, because I know there's a few blokes on tonight. In our team, we've got 5 or 6 that are like, they're the leaders. They're smashing it. They've got the gift of the gab and they know this business. It's just very attractable to mums for sure. But I just want to make it clear that we do have plenty of males in this business. And do you know what they do? They spend their days out on their jet skis, out on the golf course, all those things that they love doing, skating their kids to school. That's Adam for sure. I just want to make sure that you realise that it's not just us females that really do this. And, you know, for a lot of us wives, for me, you know, I've replaced my income. Beautiful. That's tick. That's done. Now mine is replacing my husband's income. I want to slowly reduce his, take over the whole whatever the house costs are and all the bills are. So he can then decide what he wants to do, whether he wants to spend his days on the golf course or we keep building this and we start traveling Australia. It just gives you more options. And these things we forget about. We forget how to dream, right? When we're kids, we're all dreaming. We've got all big hopes and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And then we do what society suggests. We go get our we go to uni, we go to school, we go and get our full-time jobs. We do it for 40 years. We retire with hardly anything. You know, for some of us, we set it up really well. For a lot of people, they don't. So this is a really cool opportunity to do that. No day feels like work for me. And I literally do 20 to 28 hours a week. And I can't tell you that exactly because nothing feels like work because it's just so inspiring and so exciting all the time. It's just a fun thing to do. The next one is QNMD. That's a $1,500 bonus for you and a $1,500 bonus for your teacher. And the last one, well, I'd say last one, but there's actually more after that. But the main one, NMD, National Marketing Director, like I said on the earlier, is a $3,000 bonus for you and you only, because by then your teacher's earning way too much money and they don't need it. And you're on about 80 to 100,000 a year here in Australia. And that's just start. You know what I mean? You can still keep growing that as big and as wide as you want. It just depends on you. All right. We don't do any pushy sales. You're not. There's no training from us for you to do. We come into direct sales, but there's no sales involved. We literally just share this amazing product, program, and opportunity. It's a gift, and we just love doing it. And it just gets easier as you do it, and because you fall in love with it, and you don't even know you're doing it. So a massive congratulations to Joe and Kate for launching tonight. That's a huge thing. So thank you to their guests for jumping on. If you're watching this live or recorded, it's because, you know, some people cared enough about you to get you to come along and check it out. If we didn't get all your questions answered, please make sure you reach out to whoever invited you and get those questions answered. Thank you to the girls who shared. And thank you all again for jumping on tonight. It was a great event and we love sharing this opportunity, program and product with as many people as possible. So thanks, and hopefully we see you all again soon.